And good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium for today's game between
Number 1, Caleb McCall.
the Blue-Eye Bulldogs and the Galena Bears. First, let's meet our starting lineups. First, for the visiting Galena Bears.
Oh, sorry, that's fine. Leading off, number 1, Caleb McCall, who is catching. Number 10, sitting in the two-hole, Lawrence Carter, playing center field. Number 12, Colby Sarton is pitching. Number 0, Caden Sarton is playing second base. Number 15, Josh Gulick is playing third. Shortstop today, hitting sixth, Wyatt Snelson. Number 14, Logan Thompson, playing first base. Then number 2, Joe McCullough is playing right field. And number 17, Hunter Chase is playing left.
And now for the Blue-Eye lineup. Number 1, Ryan Reagan will be leading off. He is at shortstop. The pitcher for the Blue-Eye Bulldogs is Jacob Crothamel. He is number 5. Number 15, Ryan Linscott will be at third base. Number 14, Chase McClinathan will be behind the plate for the Blue-Eye Bulldogs. Number 14, number 2, Jeremiah George will be at third base. Number 11, Jarrett Crothamel will be at center field. He is batting sixth. Hitting seventh is number 8, Mike Cruz. He is in right field. And hitting eighth at number 4 is Keegan Hobbs. He is at second base tonight this afternoon for the Blue-Eye Bulldogs. And batting ninth for the Blue-Eye Bulldogs will be number 12, Lyle Russell, number 7.
Leadoff man got on from an air. Looked like I didn't see it, but I know it was hit on the infield, so I'm going to assume it was an error or a misplayed ball. Was it? Okay.
Current count is 0-2 on number 10. That is Lawrence Carter for the Galena Bears. 0-2 pitch. Swinging a foul off to the right. Out of play.
Going to see a lot of fastballs here from Blue Eyes pitcher Jarrett. I'm not even sure how you pronounce his last name, but he threw against us earlier this year, and you're going to see a lot of fastballs. We'll mix in a curveball occasionally. The key is for them being solid up the middle. And
swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the first out of the inning. Just underway here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium in Crane. That's going to bring in Colby Sarton, the
starting pitcher today. Big left-handed stick, big
pitcher
solid
for
kid.
The Galena Bears.
Good stick at the plate. Definitely don't want to leave anything middle end to him. It will be hit very far and very long ways and hard. So, but probably the scariest bat in their lineup right now. He's like a lot of other people playing a lot of freshmen and missing a few kids that chose not to play with him this fall. So, Galena rolls in today at 4-18, and Colby's a huge part. It takes a huge hack at a fastball down the middle right there. Colby's just a good player.
And for the record for Blue-Eye comes into this game with a record of 7-8. Galena comes into this game with a record of 4-19. Head coaches for today are Dustin Avers for Blue-Eye and Timmy Townsend for Galena. Assistant coaches are Josh Parrish for the Blue-Eye Bulldogs and assistant coach Brett Kesterson and Andrew Teester, the assistants for for Galena.
Stolen base there for Galena. Puts a runner at second base. 0-2 count on Sarton.
Currently 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. If you missed the last game, it was a very, very, very offensive game between Billings and Sparta. Billings took that one 13-12, and they advanced to take on Clever at
Tough ball hit up the middle right to the second baseman. He'll
throws him out, and he is
safe. He says he came off the bag, which he had to jump to catch the ball. The throw was high, and
once again, Billings will advance and play Clever at C of O. First pitch will be at 4:30 on Monday, October 2nd.
Now it's time for Sarton's little brother to step up to the plate, hitting the 4 spot today. We've got a walk-off here. Looks like they're just going to let him take second. That's not necessarily the worst thing that can happen there. You definitely don't want any kind of snowball fight taking place with the ball being thrown all over the place. So they're going to give him second base and see what little Sarton can do here at the plate, hitting in the 4 spot.
First pitch. Outside 1-0. Uniforms for today. The Galena Bears are in the blue jerseys with the gray sleeves, gray pants, blue caps. And the Bulldogs are in the white pants, red jerseys, and the black caps. Those, once again, are the uniforms for these two teams, Galena and Blue Eye. Count is at 2-0. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Runners on first and second. The pitch.
Foul ball.
Ripped foul.
Caden is definitely not as big as Colby. Colby rolls in at about 6'2", and Caden, he's only a freshman. He looks about, well, I know Connor, the umpire behind the plate, known him for a while, coached him when I was at Stratford, but Connor's about 6'4", and Connor makes him look extremely, extremely small.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much know the home plate umpire. That is Justin Stockham, who I've seen play college ball with my older brother Jacob, who is an alumni at this high school at Crane. He played with my brother at Evangel University. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Big spot here in the first inning, able to put some runs on the board if they get a hit here. Ball 4, bases loaded, 1 out.
Bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the first inning.
Number 15, Josh Gulick.
Current weather conditions at the start of the second game, we are under sunny skies at 80 degrees. Few clouds in the sky. Forecast calls for sunny skies.
Squeeze.
I will be at 80.
Adam, we got a squeeze play here, and he's going to be safe, and the ball's kicked in fair territory, foul. So it stays fair.
Partly
Bases
cloudy
loaded,
with a
squeeze.
low of 53 tonight.
Well, that number is
Humidity at 32%. Winds out of the east at 7 miles per hour.
Galena takes a 1-0 lead. You don't see a bases loaded squeeze very often, but
No, you don't.
he laid it down right at the pitcher, and the guy was going, and the pitcher threw it over the plate, so it was a buntable pitch. And
Swing and a miss.
I
Strike
wouldn't
1.
be too shocked here if we maybe see it again.
No, I wouldn't be either. The 0-1. Swing
hit
at a
to
high
right field.
swing and a little pop-up base hit into right field. That's going to score the runner from third. That's going to make it 2-0 Galena over Blue Eye here in the top of the first inning. And already Coach Avers is already making a trip to the mound already in the top of the first inning. Not a good sign if you are going to make a trip to the mound this early in the ball game.
You know, he's kind of rolling the dice by not throwing the Reagan kid, Ryan Reagan, his number 1. But Coach felt confident that he could, get by with some of his other guys. And, sometimes it's more based on comfort and what you feel your kids are comfortable with. And if you've got a good number 2 or a good number 3 and you're comfortable throwing them, then go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm. Now it's number 14, Logan Thompson, now up to the plate for the Galena Bears. He is at first base. 2 runs have already come across the plate here in the top half of the first inning. Still, there's only 1 out.
now batting number 14, Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson steps in here with the bases loaded and 1 out, looking to add to the lead for Galena. Anytime you can score any runs in the first inning, it's always good. Puts the defense on their heels and puts them in a tough situation. The infield is in here.
Strike one from Jacob Cothamel, the pitcher for Blue Eye. And if you're going to be sticking around in the next game, you're going to be seeing Crane take on Spokane. That'll be in the third game starting at 5 o'clock this evening. The 1-2. Outside 2-2. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2-2 count, 2-0 ball game. Galena over Blue Eye. Swings and misses, strike 3 call, and that's going to be the second out of the first inning. And that's going to bring up number 2, Joe McCullough. He is the right fielder now for the Galena Bears. Swinging a roller to the first baseman. Steps on the bag for the final out of the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Galena leads this one 2-0.
Starting it off for Blue Eye, number 1, Kyle Regan.
Bottom of the first inning, kicking off here in Crane. First batter leading off for the Blue Eye Bulldogs is Ryan Reagan. He is a shortstop wearing number 1 for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. If you're just joining us, 2 runs have already come across in the last half inning. Swinging a high fly ball foul down the right field line.
Reagan, a very good athlete on the field, so if he puts the ball anywhere in the outfield, he's definitely capable of getting a double.
The 0-1. Swinging a foul tapper. Strike 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing, ripper foul up down the left field line. And he'll do it again at 0-2.
It's like a delay in the game to get the foul ball. All right, here we go.
The 0-2 pitch. 1-2.
I'd expect for him to go up in the zone here, down with the curveball.
Jacob Crothamel, the pitcher, is the man on deck. Swinging on the liner into right field for a base hit. And that's going to be an error on the right fielder, and he is going to advance all the way to third. And he's going to be in there to lead off the game with an error single, and he advanced all the way to third on that one. That's going to bring up the pitcher number 5, Jacob Crothamel.
Out bat number 5.
He can run, so anything into the outfield, he's going to be on his horse and moving.
Oh, yeah. Jacob Crothamel now the batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. He is the pitcher today for Blue Eye. He wears number 5. He rocks the bat up and down. Here's the first delivery. Inside, 1-0. Pitcher on the mound for the for the Galena Bears is Kobe Sarton. He wears number 12 for the Bears. Count at 1-1.
Important here with no outs for Blue Eye to try to push Reagan across somehow, and it doesn't really matter how he gets done. Just put the ball in play and try to at least get 1 run back after giving up a 2 spot in the first.
Swinging a high fly ball, foul back, strike 2.
They're on time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes lefties can be a little bit deceiving with ball movement and just you don't see as many left-handed pitchers as you do right-handed, and at least the first 2 guys seem to be on time on the fastball.
Takes a timeout. Steps back in, and we're back to action. Here's the 1-2. 2-2. Two pitch outside, 3-2. Reagan the man up. Reagan the man on third. Swinging a foul back to the screen. And he manages to stay alive. Now you would know it when it gets to 3-2. Even swinging a roller, dropped into left field for a base hit. And that's going to score number 1. That is Ryan Reagan. On the RBI single by the pitcher, that is Jacob Crothamel, the pitcher for Blue Eyes. That's going to bring in number 15, Riley Linscott, number 5. Or excuse me, number 15, the third baseman for the Bulldogs. First delivery to him. Outside, 1-0. 2-1 our score here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. We're in the bottom of the first inning. 2 runs have already come across the plate for Galena in their half of the first. 1 run came across in Blue Eyes' half of the first inning. And the score is currently 2-1. The 1-0 pitch. Ball gets away, and that's going to advance Crothamel all the way now to second base. As now 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Now a runner in scoring position. This could be a little bit scary, even at this early in the game.
2-0 count, lots of options. You can always bunt to the third base and force him to make a play, or you can keep swinging away. The swings that we've seen
Swing
have
and
been
a
on
miss.
time. He was a little bit
Strike
late there.
Mm-hmm.
But up until that point, most of the swings have been on time and pretty good cuts.
Very, very good time with the batters, with pitches coming in. Haven't seen any early or late swings by the batters in this game. But very, very consistent with their pitch, with their swings from Blue Eye. Two-two pitch. 3-2. Another full count by the Blue Eye pitching. Now on number 15, that is Riley Linscott. Jace McClenathan will be the man on deck. He will be swing high fly ball to left field. Left fielder's got it for the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring in number 14, Chase McClenathan.
Out to bat number 14, Chase McClenathan.
Chase McClenathan, the catcher for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. He's wearing number 14.
Blue Eye hitters doing a good job of working counts and working the pitch count up. I think if you're playing Galena today, that's probably my number one priority if I'm playing them with Sarton on the mound, is how fast can I get his pitch count up and get him off the mound.
Oh, yeah. Definitely want to learn. Definitely want to get that pitch. Trying to get that pitch count up if you're a Blue Eye. If you're Galena, you just want to, with Sarton, you just want to go after them. Definitely want to go after them if you're Sarton. Because you got a 2-1 lead to
2-1 lead, and after the 2-hole, these swings have been a little bit late. First 2 guys were on time pretty good, but ball's tailing away and moving well. And
struck him out.
Strike 3 there.
That's going to bring up number 2, Jeremiah George, the first baseman now for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. Swing a little high fly ball to the right fielder. He catches it for the third out. We played 1 full inning. We go to the second inning. Score is Galena 2, Blue Eye 1.
Starting off for Galena, number 17, Hunter Chase.
Another freshman. It just seems to be
Top of the second inning kicking off here in Crane. Hunter Chase, the leadoff man for the second inning for Galena. He is in left field today for the Bears. Watches the first pitch come in at strike one. Lots of freshman power today.
It's all over everybody's lineups.
Especially from the first game between Billings and Sparta. Quick update from Busch Stadium, as the St. Louis Cardinals are currently in the top of the third inning. Score is currently as Milwaukee leads the St. Louis Cardinals 1-0. The Cardinals have not scored a run in the first inning after Luke Weaver left the Brewers scoreless through the opening frame of the first inning at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. The Cardinals have already given up 2 hits on the day. There's a man on first base, 2-1 count on Neil Walker with 1 out.
Another good curveball there. The first guy struck out on a curveball over the middle.
The 0-2. Swing a high fly ball into right field. That is going to be a foul ball. As Chase is behind in the count. Now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Here's a 1-2. Swinging a little line drive into center for a base hit. And that's going to bring up number 1, Caleb McCullough.
It's a good job taking the curveball up the middle.
Number 10, Lawrence Carter.
Lawrence Carter now, the batter for the Galena Bears. Pickoff attempt, and he's in there safely. First pitch to him.
Little hit and run action
Swinging a
there.
foul back. Count now at 0-1. 1 out, nobody, or 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the second inning for Galena. Lawrence Carter, the batter for the Bears, Another pickoff attempt, and he's back in there safely.
Looks like we're going to have some well-done burgers over there. The grill is on fire.
Uh-oh.
Fake bunt steal here.
Fake bunt steal,
Good
and
throw.
he is going to be
great throw
out
from the catcher there.
At second. Good throw by the catcher. That is
Chase McClinton.
Chase McClinton. From that pickoff attempt. And they get him out. So no run, nobody on, and 2 outs. 0-2 count. Now he is down to his last strike of the inning before sending this game to the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a foul tip back. Swing and a miss, strike him out. And we've played 2 half innings. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Score is Galena leads it 2-1.
Starting up for the Bulldogs, number 11, Jarrett Crothamel.
Bottom of the second inning, kicking off here in Crane. Jarrett Crothamel now the batter for the Bulldogs. First pitch swinging foul off to the right. Count now at 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a foul.
I'm not sure if I'm starting. I throw very many curveballs here. I think I'd go right at it with fastballs
No,
in the
me
outside
neither.
corner, let it tail off the plate, and definitely once you get past the 1 and 2 guys, it seems like they just a tad bit late and behind the fastball.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably do the same thing as well. The 0-2.
And he's not been
Outside
able.
1 and 2.
He's not been able to locate the curveball very well yet either.
Mm-mm.
Hit to right field.
Hit to right field. That's going to be caught by the right fielder for the first out of the inning.
You know, Blue Eyes doing a good job putting the ball in play.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, Mike Cruz.
Kobe Sarton, a senior for the Galena Bears. He is the starting pitcher today for the Bears. As Mike Cruz now comes in to take his first at bat of the game. As he watches his first pitch come in at strike 1.
Base hit
Swing
up
a
the
little.
middle.
Base hit up the middle. That's going to be a single for Mike Cruz. And that's going to bring in Keegan Hobbs,
That number,
the second baseman, number 4 for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. First pitch to him. Strike one. The 0-1.
Got a bunt here, foul
Bunt,
ball.
foul.
Another freshman at the plate here. And it just seems like we say that.
So many freshmen here.
Every other batter.
Freshman, 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 freshman.
Yes. Not a big lead at first base. With the lefty starting on the mound. Slide step, strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. That's going to bring in Lyle Russell now, the left fielder, number 12 for
Hey,
the
Adam,
Blue
I'll
Eye
let you guess
Bulldogs.
what grade he's in.
Let me guess. Freshman.
Yes, he is.
It's more like a freshman game, if you ask me, instead of a varsity game.
Something going on here with Start and calling time to go talk to the field umpire. I'm not sure what this is about.
Only 3 freshmen on the Blue Eye lineup today.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that, Adam, where
Only just 3 seniors,
a
3
pitcher
juniors,
has asked
or
for
3 sophomores and 1 junior.
where a pitcher has asked for a bracelet to be taken off of the runner at first base. Not sure I've ever seen
How
that.
bizarre is that during a
13
baseball
years of
game?
baseball. Usually it's the batter asking to take something off the pitcher, but
Yeah.
I guess any kind of mind games can help.
Here's the first delivery to him.
Ball in the dirt.
Inside,
doesn't get a
ball
good
in the
jump,
dirt,
so he
1
stays
and
at
0.
first.
If you're just joining us, we are in the bottom of the second inning. 2 runs have already come across the plate in the top of the second inning for Galena. 1 run scored in the bottom half of the first for Blue Eye. Score is 2-1 Galena. Kind of 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Again, I'm not sure I'd go away with Reagan sitting on deck. If I'd go away from the fastball here. 2 outs, go right at him. 9-hole, bottom of the order. Ball does have a lot of movement today, so I think I'd go right at him and see if I can't get a strikeout on the fastball.
But we shall see.
Also not a bad time to put the runner in first in motion. Try to get a steal.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is the end of the second inning. We go to the bottom of inning inning number 3. Score is Galena 2, Blue Eye 1. Top of the third inning kicking off here in Crane. Still 2-1 score. Kobe starting now the batter for
Check swing
the Bears.
strike there.
Check swing strike one for the first pitch of the third inning. Swing
Nice play there by the first baseman.
and a good play by the first baseman, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. That's going to bring in Caden Sarton. Caden Sarton, a freshman infielder for the Galena Bears.
He's actually catching his brother today.
Catching his brother today for the Bears against the Blue Eye Bulldogs. The 2-0 pitch.
There you go. Might be the first freshman
Swing a
2-0
little
hack
tap or
we've seen
foul.
today.
And there it's strike one. The 2-1 pitch.
Good pitch there.
Good pitch, strike two.
Fastball right in the corner. Called for a strike.
The 2-2 delivery. Inside 3-2. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swinging a little high fly ball into right field.
Right field
Misplays it. And he's going to be chugging his way into second. And we got a rundown here. And he is going to be out at in between first and second. Good defensive play by Blue Eye.
That's a way to be heads up by the second baseman. Right fielder misses the ball. He continues to run out, get it, and get the ball into shortstop. And
Oh, yeah,
I'm
but
not so sure if he runs full speed and slides, he might be safe. Bang, bang play, but
maybe.
got to read the ball and where it's at, and know who's out there and who's not. And
Oh, yeah.
with the lead, though, can't fault the kid for trying to take the extra base.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Curveball's a little high.
1-1.
Fly ball foul.
Swing,
See if it,
swing, fly ball, foul ball.
looks like it avoided all the cars.
That's a good sign.
Here, that is a good sign.
White Snelson, the man is the man on deck for the Galena Bears. The 2-2 on the way. Strike three called,
Good
and that
pitch.
is the
Good curveball
end
there
of the of the top of the third inning. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Score is still Blue Eye 2 or Galena 2, Blue Eye 1. Bottom of the third inning kicking off at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium in Crane. Batter leading off for the bottom of the third inning is number 1, Ryan Reagan, the shortstop for the Bulldogs. He, in his last trip to the plate, he singled and reached the third on an error. And he is a speedster on the bases. Checks his swing. Count is at 2-1.
Leadoff man here for Blue Eye. Reagan had a really good at bat his first at bat. Drove a ball into right field.
The 2-1.
Another good
swing
hack
and a foul
there.
back.
This may be one of the few rare occasions that the umpire throws harder than anybody on the mound or on the playing field. Connor Wilson and Rick Hammers might be the only two guys around that might be the case for.
Yep.
I know for a fact that Connor Wilson hit better than anybody that's going to
2-2.
play in the SWCL tournament this week. Yeah, this year,
is
last year,
3-2.
last several years. Umpire behind the plate, he could swing it. Played 2 years at Missouri State and 2 years at Drury.
Full count pitch coming. Swing and a foul off to the right towards the highway.
Before he had shoulder surgery, he could throw it too. 3-2 count.
3-2 pitch.
Fastball low and in the
Fastball low in the dirt, and he walks him. That's going to bring up number 5. That is Jacob Crotherman.
Really think we'll see Reagan on the move here in the first couple of pitches. Trying to set up, number 5 is the only other guy that was really on time and is at bat. It looked like he might be able to put a ball, well into a gap or something against Sarton, and I think we might see Reagan on the move here, which means that we probably will see a few pickoffs from Sarton to keep him honest and keep him close. But I think the first time he goes high leg kick, where of course Reagan doesn't have a very big lead, but we'll see.
Let's wait and see.
Pick.
The pickoff
first.
attempt
Yep.
to first, and he is in there safely.
He's definitely going to try to pick a few times, try to keep Reagan close to first and keep him leaning towards first. But I still think at some point in the first 2 or 3 pitches, we'll see him on the move and try to get him in scoring position. The pickoff
Another
there.
pickoff attempt to first base, and he's back in there safely.
The thing that makes Sarton effective on the mound with his pickoffs is that he can pick off with a high leg kick. He can step off and pick off. Then he also adds in a slide step, which speeds his motion to the plate up quite a bit. And he's very good about mixing it up. And obviously, it said that he may be looking to be on the move, and that's 3 straight picks there. So either from the dugout or from the Sarton kid himself, he's thinking the same thing.
First pitch to him. Runner going.
There he is.
And he is going to be safe. Good lean and good steal. Definitely got to have a good lead if you're going to steal a base.
It was a good steal, especially from the slide step. It looked like he kind of got a late jump, but
it's all about the timing when stealing bases.
he's at second for the 2-hole hitter who had a good at bat last time too, and he calls time here, and we'll see if he's able to move the runner or even move him in. Of course, Reagan, if your third baseman's sleeping, he's able to take third probably on you too.
Definitely a word of advice.
I don't think Ryan Reagan lacks confidence in his baseball abilities and or just his athletic prowess on the field. Just a really good athlete.
The 0-1.
Base hit up the
Swinging a
middle.
base hit up the middle. Here he comes. He's going to be scoring, and he is going to be scoring easy. Here comes Reagan, and he is in there for an RBI single. And that is going to score number 1, Ryan Reagan, to make it a 2-2 game. That's going to bring up Riley Linscott, the third baseman for the Blue Eye Bulldogs, wearing number 15.
I think you'll see something similar here. I think he'll be on the move in the first 2 to 3 pitches and see if they can't put him in scoring position like they did Reagan, and then a base hit will score him. We'll see if Sarton wants to keep him close and pick a couple times again, or what happens.
We shall see. First pitch to him. Pickoff attempt. Here he comes. He is safe. 0-1.
You have a freshman behind the plate, and sometimes that can lead to a lot of stolen bases, and it doesn't really matter who it is. If they're a freshman,
that's because most freshmen are unexperienced with the play of high school baseball. They're just coming fresh out of junior high and middle school, so it's going to take them a little while for them to get used to arm strength wise. It's going to take a little while for them to get used to the style of of high school baseball.
Take them a long time to get used to style of Major League Baseball.
Yeah. Pitching at 0-2 on or pitch count at 0-2 on Riley Linscott. As the catcher goes out to talk to Sarton.
Again, I would stick with fastball. I'm not sure. I mean, 0-2, no outs. Been late on the fastball before. Trying to keep the pitch count down. I'd go a lot of fastballs here. Maybe up in the zone on this one. With the tail that he has, he can start the ball over the middle of the plate, and it's going to tail off the plate. But some kids in the Blue Eye lineup have done a really good job going up the middle and the other way, and others are pulling off a little bit. And going with the off-speed pitch there down in the dirt. Say we'll probably see a fastball right here. Blue Eye again still doing a decent job of working pitch counts, and I think their main objective is to try to get him up in the pitch count and get him out and off the mound. But 2-2 game, bottom of the third, threatening here with a runner on second.
The 1-2.
Pitch just outside with the curveball again.
2-2 the count on number 15. That is Riley Linscott. He is the third baseman for the Blue Eye Bulldogs tonight. Still a 2-2 game, as one run has already come across here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's a 2-2.
Good job fighting off an inside fastball there.
Foul tip back towards the backstop. Good job fighting.
Here's a question for Coach Harmon. You guys ever had anybody make a basket on a home run?
We don't have anybody who hit it that far.
He said they don't have anybody that can hit it that far. Ever? Come close?
That's quite a distance away.
We've had guys hit it over that. Yeah, opposing teams. We've had guys scatter the players on the field.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 called, and he is down on strikes for the first out. That is going to bring in number 14, Chase McClenathan.
That number 14.
I remember watching Reagan's older brother his senior year hit one in the district championship here against us whenever I was at Stratford that went over the left center field light pole.
That was here at Crane?
Yes.
When was that?
2008?
Wow.
10.
2010. That was when both you guys and Stratford were Class 2.
Yep. 4 classes. Now we're to 5. Should be 6, Misha.
What are the requirements for getting a Class 6?
Certain number of schools are playing that sport.
Hmm. One zero.
Stealing third.
Stealing
pass
third.
ball.
Pass ball, and he's going to be at third safely.
Sets up a lot of options here with a 1-0 count, 1 out. We've already seen one bunt with the bases loaded today.
Mm-hmm.
Might see another one here. I think he's your 4-hole hitter, but you know, in a 2-2 game against a really good pitcher, you got to get runs any way you can, and any kind of lead obviously will help. So let's see if they stay in or if they stay back. Third baseman's in. Everybody else is still back.
The 2-0 pitch. Swinging a
swinging.
foul back. Strike one.
Wasn't a bad swing there.
Mm-mm.
Pretty good cut. Ball was a little up, but good cut.
Nope. Here's a 2-1. Swinging a foul back. 2-2. Definitely, if you want to good or bad, you always want to fight off bad pitches and just look for the one that's going to be the good one.
Fight off the close pitches and get one that's a mistake.
Mm-hmm. The 2-2.
Curveball up.
Curveball up. 3-2.
Good idea there. Though he's still not being able to locate his curveball very well.
Yeah, that is a factor with these freshman pitchers, especially some seniors can have trouble with their curveball because they sometimes can toy with their curveball, and if they toy with it too much, or if they're not used to toying with the curveballs, that could not be a good sign because they're not used to throwing curveballs.
Could just be mechanically too.
Exactly.
Not finishing the pitch, and if it's up, that's probably what's going on. Strike 3 there. 2 outs now with a runner on third base.
This brings up Jeremiah George, the first baseman for the Blue Eye Bulldogs, with 2 outs and a man on. Swing and a miss. The 0-1. Swinging a little blooper into right center. That's going to be a base hit. And that's going to score the run. And that's going to make, that's going to make it 3-2 Blue Eye. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. With 2 runs have already come across the plate here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium in downtown Crane. That's going to bring up number 11. That is Jarrett Crothamel, the center fielder for the Pirates. First pitch to him. Upstairs, 1-0.
It's a really good job taking a fastball that was away and tailing away to the right center field yap. Right fielder made a good play to cut the ball off because he was looking too out of the box and made a good job cutting the ball off and held him to a single. I probably suspect we'll see him running here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Pickoff attempt, and he's back in there safely. If you're just joining us, we are in the bottom of the third inning. 2 runs have already come across the plate in the top of the first inning for Galena. Blue Eye answered with 1 run in the bottom of the in the bottom of the first inning. A scoreless second inning and a scoreless top of the third inning until Blue Eye answered with a 2-run third inning, and we are currently in the bottom of the third inning. 3-2 currently Blue Eye. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 2 outs here, 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-2 game here for the Bulldogs with Jared Crothamel up to the plate for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. Once again, he is in center field today for the Bulldogs.
Fastball for a strike there, 1-2 count. Again, I'd go right to the fastball. I wouldn't go away from it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely with this situation going on. 1-2. Swinging a roller to the second baseman. Throws out to first, and that is the end of the third inning. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Blue Eye leads this one 3-2. Top of the fourth inning, kicking off here in Crane. Wyatt Snelson now the batter for the Bears. First pitch taken outside for a ball, and we are underway here in the top of the fourth inning. The 1-0. Swinging a roller to the shortstop. Throws him out for the first out of the inning.
Great play there by the shortstop.
That is going to bring up number 14, Logan Thompson, the first baseman for the Bears.
Logan Thompson.
Count at 1-0 on Logan Thompson. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss off the mask of the umpire. The 1-1. One ball, two strikes, one out on Logan Thompson. Here's the 1-2. Taken outside. Strike three called, and that is the second out of the inning. That's going to bring in number 2, Joe McCullough, the right fielder. Joe McCullough, this is his second trip to the plate. First pitch to him. Check swing. 1-0.
Actually, he called for an appeal and got that called a strike.
Called strike?
Yeah. First base umpire said he went.
Really? 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. The 0-2 stays alive. 0-2.
See what he throws here. Probably curveball down and away or fastball up.
Quick update from Busch Stadium as the St. Louis Cardinals now trail the Milwaukee Brewers 6-4 after 5 runs have already scored in the top of the third inning. The Cardinals answered back with 4 runs in the bottom half of the third. It is currently in the top of the fourth inning. Runners on first and second. 1-2 count to Ryan Braun with 1 out. So far, the Cardinals have already had 4 hits, and the Brewers have already had 8 hits. No errors for both clubs. Currently still score is 6-4 St. Louis. The 2-2.
Good cut
Swing
there
little
by
tapper.
number 2.
Foul back to the backstop. We've seen a lot of good at bats in this game,
There has
and
been.
especially
against 2 good pitchers.
oh
on,
exactly yes.
You know, for a 3-6 game, and I think Galena's 4-18 and Blue Eye
4-19 actually.
4-19 and Blue Eye. I'm not sure what their record is, but
Blue Eye is
2 good pitchers throwing and some really good at bats.
5-9,
5-9.
and he's going to take a walk, and that's going to bring up Hunter Chase,
Out to bat number 17, Hunter Chase.
the left fielder for the Galena Bears. (3-2) our score here in in the top of the 4th inning. 2 runs have already come across in the top half of the 1st inning for the Bears. Blue Eye scored 1 run in the bottom of the 1st and 2 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the score is currently 3-2 Blue Eye over Galena here in the top of the 4th inning. Upstairs 1-1. 1 on, 2 outs here. 1-1 count. 3-2 our score here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's a 1-1. Swing low chopper to the second baseman. Throws on to first for the final out, and we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Currently the score is Blue Eye 3, Galena 2.
Up to bat number 8, Mike Cruz.
Bottom of the 4th inning kicking off here in Crane. Mike Cruz leading off for the Blue Eye Bulldogs in their half of the 4th inning. First pitch taken for a ball outside, or excuse me, a strike. Outside, and we are underway. The 0-1. Strike. 1-1 our count. 3-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Outside. 2-1. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
I don't think we'll see a lot of off-speed pitches here with the bottom of the order. Again, probably go right at him and try to get back to the top of the order for Kyle Reagan.
Let's see. Ryan Reagan.
Sorry, my bad.
The 3-2. Upstairs, ball 4, and he will take a base on that one. That's going to bring up number 4, Keegan Hobbs.
Out the bat, number 4, Keegan Hobbs. Remember him? Okay.
Keegan Hobbs now the batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. He is the second baseman for the Bulldogs. Swing and a foul off to the right. Out of play, strike 1. Coming up in the next game, it will be against Crane and Spokane. That will be the final game today from Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium of the SWCL tournament before shifting to College of the Ozarks, where it will be Billings against Clever at 4:30 on Monday.
Adam, you know what award the coach from Spokane wins?
What's that?
Hands down, best mustache and facial hair of the tournament.
There you go. And the winner of this game will be playing the winner of the Crane Spokane game, which will be at C of O. And those two winners, if the winner of the Clever Billings game on October 2nd at 4:30 on Monday will advance to the championship between the winner of the Crane, of whoever wins the game between the winners of the Blue Light Galena game and the Crane Spokane game. Loser will move on to the losers game on October 3rd at 4:30 from College of the Ozarks in Point Lookout, Missouri, just right outside of Hollister. The 1-2. 2-2 our count.
I see somebody you can get up here with you, Adam.
Who's that?
Old Chase Thomas is still hanging around, the Billings assistant.
Maybe.
I'm going to have to leave here in about 20 minutes.
Alrighty.
Got a good-looking blonde and some Mexican food waiting on me.
There you go.
The blonde's name Maria, right?
No, the blonde's name is not Maria.
The 2-2. Swing and a tapper foul. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a roller to the third baseman.
Oh, he kicks it.
Kicks it, and he's going to be out. Surprisingly, after he
Close
kicks
play
it
at first, yeah.
That's going to bring up number 12. That is Kyle Russell, number 7.
Good
or,
job.
excuse me, the left fielder, number 12, Kyle Russell.
Good job by the third baseman sticking with the play, though. The ball dropped right at his feet, so it wasn't like it was a huge move that he had to make to pick the ball up, but you got a guy that can run a little bit down the line, and he made a nice play to get it there in time.
First pitch to him, bunted to the pitcher.
Good bunt. There's nobody at first.
Johnson,
Safe.
he is safe at first.
That's going to bring up Kyle Reagan.
That will bring up the speedster, Ryan Reagan.
Out bat, number 1.
Sorry, Adam. I don't know why I keep calling him Kyle.
You're good.
My replacement just walked into the box.
All right.
Chase Smith or Thomas from the old Billings Wildcats here.
Ryan Reagan, the batter for the
This is definitely the
Blue
guy
Eye
you want
Bulldogs.
up right now. He is the best bat in their lineup and great athlete. And
exactly.
he'll do a good job here.
First pitch to him.
Again, I wouldn't be shocked to see
Outside,
a little
1-0.
bit of movement maybe from the runner on first here in the first few pitches. Try to put him in scoring position too. Ryan's able to get a ball into the outfield. The kid at first, he got down the line quick enough. You think he's, probably athletic enough to score on a base hit.
Oh, yes.
If he's in scoring position.
The 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball to right field.
That might get caught.
That's going to be caught. And
he dropped
it. It dropped.
Foul ball, though.
Foul ball. So that one doesn't even count.
I just don't want to do it. I can barely talk as it is. I got turned down by
The 1-1.
There it is. Base hit to
Swinging
right
a base
field.
hit to right field. That's going to be getting down.
Good job of cutting the ball off. Reagan's
And that's going to score another run. That is number 5. That was Jacob Crothamel. And it is now a 4-2 game. Blue Eye.
Number 5, Jacob Rothman.
Blue Eye controlling the lead over Galena. Or excuse me, that is going to bring up Jacob Crothamel. That was did they get that one that scored?
Not sure who that was that scored.
No, I wasn't sure either.
There's another
base
line
hit.
drive.
And that is going to get
that's going to
that's going to score another one. Here comes
that could be an inside the park home run right
number
here.
15.
He's going to send him.
He's going to send him. Here he comes, and he is in there for an inside the park home run. And that was about hustle right there. My goodness. And man, he's got some speed on that one. Impressive. And it is now 7-2 Blue Eye over Galena right now here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's going to bring up number 15, Ryan Linscott.
That was a great job at hitting. It was a decent, attempt and play by the center fielder, but the right fielder there has got to be backing up the center fielder on a play like that.
Exactly. Here's the 1-0. Outside, strike one. Swinging a foul.
Big inning here for Blue Eye. Doing a really good job going the other way against Sarton, too.
Exactly.
Ball's hit up the middle of the shortstop.
To the shortstop.
He makes the play.
Goes on to first, makes the play for the second out. That's going to bring up number 14. That is Chase McClenathan, the catcher for the Bulldogs.
Adam, I'm going to have to bail after this inning, man. I appreciate you letting me be your wingman for the day. See if we can't talk Chase Thomas into taking it. Number 14 gets hit there.
Number 14 hit by a pitch. Here is Jeremiah George, the batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs.
Another good job.
Another good job.
Right field.
Into the right field for a base hit.
Going to get past the right fielder. See if he sends.
He's going to be scoring another run.
Might have a play at the plate.
It's going to make it. Here's the play. Safe.
Huge inning here for Blue Eye.
Big inning here for the Bulldogs. And it is now 8-2 Blue Eye over Galena.
Now to bat number 11, Jerry Rothman.
Jarrett Crossmill now the batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. That is now 8-2 Blue Eye. 5 runs have already scored here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Just like in the last game, where it was 6 runs scored in the 4th inning between Billings and Sparta. And what a close game that was between Sparta and Billings. Count now at 1-1.
Good cut there by number 11.
Good cut there. They're at 1-2. The 1-2
gets away. The guy's
gets
gonna
away.
move to
Runner's
third.
going to move on to third. That is number 2. That is Jeremiah George at third base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Jarrett Crothamill. The 2-2. Strike 3. Called, and he is
tagged out.
Tagged out.
In the dirt.
Ball in the dirt, and we go to inning number 5. Score is now Blue Eye 8, Galena 2. You gonna do a color commentary? It's easy, man. All you gotta do is talk.
Say something stupid so I can hear it. I need motivation. I hate all of you for practice tomorrow.
What, give you something to trash? What, you gonna make
Top of the 5th inning, kicking off here in Crane at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. Caleb McCullough now the batter for the Galena Bears. Count on him at 1-1. New color commentator with us. It is Chase Thomas of the Billings Wildcats. He is the assistant coach for Drew Cherry of Billings.
It's an honor to be here, Adam.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. The 2-1.
Chase the high pitch on that one.
Count now at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Outside 3-2. So that was definitely a good last game to see between you guys and Sparta.
It was a good win for us. I didn't feel too confident going in that last inning, seeing as they didn't have a single inning without scoring, but our freshman was able to close it down, and it was big for him and big for the team.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully give us some momentum going into Monday against a very good, clever team.
Oh, yes. Swing and a miss, strike him out, and that is the first out of the inning.
I'm not going to say something that you can use against me.
Out for that, number 10, Lawrence Carter.
That brings up number 10, Lawrence Carter for the Galena Bears. He is the center fielder for the Bears.
That was a big first out for Blue Eye, keeping it from having a big inning after the big one they just had.
Mm-hmm. If you're going to be sticking around with us, we're going to be covering the Crane Spokane game. That'll be coming up after this one. Pitch outside, strike one.
That Crane Spokane game should be a good one. Crane's looking for redemption after the upset.
Oh,
earlier
yes,
this year.
exactly. Swinging a high fly ball to right field.
Drop?
It is going to drop.
Ooh, foul.
Foul ball.
Inches away.
Mm-hmm. Once again, if you're just joining us, we are in the top of the 5th inning. 2 runs have come across in the first inning for Galena. Blue Eye answered in the bottom of the first inning with 1 run. After a scoreless second inning, Blue Eye scored 2 runs to take the lead, and then 5 more runs to extend their lead. It is now 8-2 Blue Eye over Galena here in the top of the 5th inning. Kobe Sarton now the batter for.
If Galena's going to get something started, they're going to need to get it right here with their best hitter on at the dish.
Exactly. First pitch coming in at him at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Inside, 2-0. Definitely a big bat. Swinging a roller to the shortstop.
He's going down the line.
Down the line, and he is out.
And by an inch.
We now go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Score is Blue Eye 8, Galena 2. Bottom of the 5th inning, kicking off here in in Crane. Mike Cruz, the batter for the Bulldogs. Swing a little tap roller to the second baseman. Easily throws him out for the first out of the inning.
Out the bat, number 4, Keegan Hobbs.
Brings up Keegan Hobbs, the second baseman for the Bulldogs.
This will be a big inning for Blue Eye to try to deflate Galena, just try to really step on their throats and assert themselves into this lead.
Exactly. It's like it's basically like how a lion catches his prey, and he's going to have to go for the neck to kill it. basically Blue Eye is playing basically like the lion, and Galena's a prey right now.
Pretty much, and they've attacked pretty much from the get-go, it seems like.
Exactly.
Out to bat number 12, Lyle Russell.
Lyle Russell now the batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. Once again, he is the left fielder for the Bulldogs. Kobe Sarton is still out there on the mound for swing on the ripper.
Will they make
Snagged
the
by the
play?
shortstop and throws on to first for the final out of the inning.
A good 1-2-3
We go
inning
to
for
the sixth
Sarton.
inning we go to the sixth inning. Score still is Blue Eye 8, Galena 2.
There's number 0, Caden Sarton.
Top of the sixth inning kicking off here in Crane. Caden Sarton now the batter for the Bears as he looks at ball one for the first pitch of the sixth inning. He wears number 0 for the Bears. He is playing at second base tonight for Galena. Swinging a little base hit to left field. And he's going to be in there. He's going to be on for a single to lead off the sixth inning. And that's going to bring up number 15, Josh Gulick, the third baseman.
It's a good start for Galena, trying to, late in the game, looking to make a comeback right here.
It's never too late to make a comeback, especially during the sixth inning. Who says it's too late to make a comeback? First pitch coming at Gulick for ball one. Recap of our scoring in this game. The Bears scored 2 runs in the top half of the first inning. Blue Eye answered with 1 run in the bottom of the first. After a scoreless 2.5 innings, Blue Eye took the lead with 2 runs in the bottom of the third, and then 5 runs in the bottom of the fourth, and another scoreless inning by both Galena and Blue Eye. And we are currently in the sixth inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The 2-2. Strike 3 called, and that is the first out of the inning.
It's a big first out to make sure Galena doesn't try to make that comeback.
Out to bat number 6, Wyatt Snelson.
Wyatt Snelson out the batter for the Galena Bears. First pitch, swinging a high fly ball to right field. And that's going to be caught for the second out by the Blue Eye Bulldogs.
I don't know what that runner was thinking. He didn't even get close to tagging
No,
up,
he
and
did
he'll
not.
be called out at first.
Up to bat number 14.
And apparently we go to the bottom of inning number 6. Score is Blue Eye 8, Galena 2. Bottom of the sixth inning kicking off here in Crane. Ryan Reagan, the speedster for the Blue Eye Bulldogs, leading off for the Bulldogs in their half of the sixth inning. First pitch comes to him. Outside, 1-0. This guy has had a day today, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He's been big for Blue Eye all game long.
Strike one. Say definitely give him the player of the game for today. He earns it. He's earned it today. Count at 1-1 on Ryan Reagan.
I'd say walking away with it right now would be either him or the pitcher, who, other than the first inning, has pretty much been flawless on the mound for Blue Eye.
Oh, yes. Exactly. Here's a 2-1. Inside. 3-1. I mean, Galena just can't seem to get this guy out. Because he has definitely been a headache for Galena. I bet he's kept Coach Townsend up tonight.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Game planning for him is not fun for any coach in this conference.
Exactly.
On the mound or at the dish.
Mm-hmm. Here's a 3-2. Swinging a ripper right into left field for a base hit. He is going to get there with a single. Leadoff single for Ryan Reagan.
He thought about going two when it kicked away from the left fielder, but I'd say he probably made the safe decision of just staying at first.
As he continues to pounce on the Bears of Galena, and that's going to bring up number 5, Jacob Crothamel, who hit an inside the park home run in his first time up, and that is going to be it for the pitcher. That is Kobe Sarton, as he leaves the game, giving up 8 runs in his performance of about 5 1/3 innings of work.
It's got to be deflating for Galena to have your ace come out here in the first game of the tournament and give up 8 runs to the other team. It's hope whoever comes in here can shut them down and they can get things moving in the 7th.
Oh, yeah. And that's going to bring up the new pitcher will be number 15. That is Josh Gillick for the Galena Bears. So far, starting pitcher for the Blue Eye Bulldogs, he's currently been cruising. He only giving up just 2 runs, but only just leaving up zeros on the board for the Bulldogs. And offensively, his team has helped him with the run support for sure, with only allowing just 8, with putting 8 runs on the scoreboard.
I feel like any pitcher would be happy when the offense gives them 8 runs to help them out.
Mm-hmm. Now switching eyes to the Crane game, who is it that you're going to be looking out for to see during the Crane Spokane game?
I'd say both starting pitchers. I mean, with the game earlier this year, I believe the final score was 3-1. It was mostly a pitcher's duel, so I'd say both pitchers come out, have big days, see who can just shut the other one down, let their offense work.
Now back to action with the pitcher. That is Jacob Cothamel coming out to the plate for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. First pitch to him, and a pass ball into center, and he is going to be scoring all the way from first.
The throw's in,
and he is in there standing, and it is now 9-2 Blue Eye over Galena, and they continue to pounce the Bears. So far, it has been a high-scoring game, not as high as the one between Sparta and Billings, which was the very first game today. Strike 1. And that was an awkward windup from the Galena pitcher. That is, once again, number 15, Josh Gillick.
Kind of has a shot put throw when he's getting to the plate.
count at 2-1 now on number 5. Swinging a high fly ball into center, and
Great grab by the center fielder.
good grab by the center fielder. That is Lawrence Carter out there to haul in the first out of the inning.
Pitchers love to see that kind of work behind him, the running grab.
Exactly.
Now up to bat number 15, Riley Linscott.
Now Riley Linscott, the batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. Once again, he is the third baseman for the Bulldogs as he strands into the batter's box. First pitch to him. Strike 1.
Good pitch on the outside corner there to start the at-bat.
The 0-1. Outside 1-1. Definitely a good way to watch that pitch come in. Definitely got to look for that good pitch to drive. That's what makes good at bats. Swinging a roller to the second baseman. Throws on to first for the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring up number 14. That is Chase McClinton, the catcher for
14,
the Blue Eye
Chase
Bulldogs.
McClinton.
Now the question is, will we see a complete game from the starting pitcher for the Blue Eye Bulldogs? That is Jacob Cothamel.
I feel like you will. I mean, when you've got a kid throwing this well through this many innings, sometimes you just got to let him finish what they started.
The 1-0. 2-0 now on number 14, Chase McClinton. Now, I do remember when Blue Eye used to be this good, and they had always pounced Crane pretty good. But I don't know how they would do against you guys when you were with Clever.
Yeah, we had my freshman year, Blue Eye bounced on us pretty good on a regular every time we played them. But after that, my sophomore year on, they were always good games, but we usually got the better of them.
And as a spectator, when my brother was pitching for Blue Eye, they were a good team when I saw them play against my brother when he was pitching for Crane. But when we got towards my senior year of high school here at Crane, we pretty much figured out how to beat Blue Eye. And what would you say would be the key to beat Blue Eye?
Right now, I mean, you've got to try to get to him when Reagan's not on the mound because, I mean, as we've already stated, when it comes to Blue Eye, they live and die by Reagan, whether it's at the plate or on the mound. So if you can just do everything you can to stay away from him, then you've got a good chance of winning against Blue Eye right now.
I bet that's got to be the same thing now against Clever and Forsyth.
Yeah.
Because Forsyth is a powerhouse team in the SWCL. Or they were a powerhouse team when they were in the SWCL.
Yes, they were. They were always good. Big-time programs like that.
Oh,
with
yes.
Quality coaching, they're always tough to handle.
Once in a blue moon, you would beat Forsyth. It's once in a blue moon.
Still talking Forsyth?
Well, talking about...
They didn't move? They still haven't left SWCL technically? So what, they just play... So, like, they can't compete for state, or... I guess they can't have... They can go for state, they don't have conference, though.
There's a stool over there if you want to sit down.
We trying to stay late? You want to fight?
Yeah. This is the same picture as when throwing the whole game.
I think so.
Starting off for Galena, number 14, Chase McClinathy.
Top of the 7th inning, kicking off here at Crane. Number 14, that is Logan Thompson
This is Logan Thompson.
for the Galena Bears. He is the first baseman for the Bears. Swinging a roller. Drops it, and he is going to be on base for a single here in the 7th inning.
It's not how you want to start the last inning of the game with your pitchers kind of probably getting close to that pitch limit too. You want to see him try to finish this game.
Mm-hmm. That is going to bring up
Number 2.
two. That is Joe McCullough. He is the the right fielder for the Galena Bears. Count at 1-0 for McCullough. Following this game will be Crane and Spokane. That will be the final game today here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium before all games will move on to College of the Ozarks. And it's going to be a powerhouse when we get to see these teams like Clever, Billings, Blue Eye, and
Coming from the home side here,
exactly,
you're probably,
yes.
I'd say you're hoping that you get to say Crane there instead of Spokane.
And Crane, yes, and Crane. But we don't know yet.
Say C of O, that's what every team that comes down here plays for. They always want to win that first game so
Oh,
they can go
yes.
play on the college field.
Exactly.
Newly turfed also, so it adds a little bit of
Same
extra
thing as the
motivation.
field at Forsyth as well.
Yes.
It's turfed as well. 3-1 our count with no outs. Runner on second. Batter is Joe McCullough for the Galena Bears. Pitch now at 3. Pitch count at 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's the first out of the 7th inning. It's going to bring up number 17. That's Hunter Chase,
Hunter Chase.
the left fielder.
Very good curveball there by that blue-eye pitcher.
Mm-hmm. Still, this is the same pitcher for Blue Eye that has started the game tonight against the Galena Bears.
Sometimes when a kid's rolling, you just got to roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
This is very fortunate for Blue Eye also because it'll allow their best player in Reagan to be able to throw in that semifinal game against a very good Crane or Spokane team to set them up with a good shot to get to the championship.
Definitely going to be a good game to see at C of O. If it's either going to be Crane or Spokane, we will find out in the next game. The 2-2. Swinging a roller to the second baseman. Throws on to first for the second out, and now the Galena Bears are now down to their last out of the game, with their last hope being number 1. That is Caleb McCullough.
See if they can score 7 runs with 2 outs.
Let's see.
I'm not liking their chances, but I'm sure crazier things have happened.
Exactly. First pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0. Swinging a pop-up. And
Did he make? Oh, great grab by the center fielder
good
in
grab.
the game.
And that is the game as the Bulldogs take this one 9-2. And we hope that you stick around for the next game between the Crane Pirates and the Spokane Owls. Coming up in just a few moments.